this is gonna be great. It's really gonna be something. All right, boys, I think the track is about as clear as it's going to get. We have tried to weed off all of the spots that had a lot of weeds on them. We got all the pine needles out of the way, even though they're going to continue falling this fall. But for the most part, this is a beautiful way to start a layout. This is super clear, and I'm very excited. Now you're probably thinking, Quade, do you have a layout? I definitely have a layout. We're going to start over here, and then we're going to continue that way. If you look at this layout here, it's pretty nice, We have a bunch of sections that have 2 courses you could take. You can go the hard route or the easy route. Some of them may add to your time, some of them may not. That's to be determined. But I think this is a solid layout. It switches up completely from any of the other years, and I'm very excited. Okay, we have a lot of solid progress on the swamp here. We have a ton of holes dug. Everything is coming really nice. A lot of rootage growing. Now I'm faced with the problem of my water slide. I feel like coming out of the swamp with all the water and stuff that's going to be here, I wanted this to have water flowing down it so it'd be more difficult to get up and really slippery. We're going to put concrete over it so it's not going to look all pink and everything. It's going to look completely just like a natural rock wall. So this is kind of where we used to have a little bit of the swamp area. You used to start, or in there, excuse me, now you're going to start here. But I think we could do like a big pond right here. I'm just kind of feeling a big pond area because over here is kind of going to be all of our rocks. There's going to be a little bit of a forest area over there. Here, we're not quite sure what we're going to do. I have all of this freaking wood right here, all of this rock here as well, and then I still have all that crazy stuff over there. So I think right here, if I put like a giant pond right here, I'm really thinking that would be nice. But again, I'm really not sure. I don't know. Because then would that be too much? Would like you trip? Would you fall in the pond? How deep would you make the pond? Then would that tie into the mud block? All these thoughts going through my head, guys. But we're out here making progress for Friday Night Madness. I am freaking excited. To pond or not to pond? That is the question. We finished the pond yesterday. For the most part, everything is dug. Brad got dimensions of the bridge that was going to go over top of it. We got all this stuff finalized. Justin was out here testing a little bit. My phone was dead, so I couldn't film. We have majority of this section here kind of finalized. You can come down 2 sections right here. There's going to be some holes, and there's asphalt and some concrete to kind of go over right here. It looks pretty gnarly. One of these sides is definitely better than the other one. I'll let you guys be the determining factor on which one is actually better than the other one. What we're really here for on this section of the video is to do arguably my favorite, if not one of my favorite sections of the Friday Night Madness course. So digging through this shop that we own has been a shop before, it's a shop now, and all of those things kind of just, you know, kept that trend going. It's always been a shop, an automotive shop. And in doing this course and digging back here, I found a ton of metal. Found a ton of cool items, just like, you know, nostalgic pieces. Not really, but they're just old metal, rusted and stuff like that. We found a ton of it digging back here. So I thought it just kind of fit with the history and the character of this spot and this location. And so I incorporated all those pieces in what I call the scrapyard. And we still have all those pieces. We have gathered more pieces, and we're gonna go ahead and build the scrapyard right now. It's gonna be a bunch of rustic metal, a bunch of kind of broken down things, probably put a car or 2 in here, and just kind of fit that vibe of like a junkyard or a scrapyard and you being able to go through that. I think it's a really cool piece to the track. It's different, you know, it's not done often, but I think it just adds to the character of the track, knowing 90% of the metal came from this place back here, and it's incorporated in the track now to continue to live on, and I like that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have this nailed down. It's not as big as I expected it would be. The pieces didn't go as far as I would like, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful course. It's gonna be tricky. It is gonna be pretty freaking tricky. So I'm gonna carry more asphalt coming into this section. Then we have that bonus wooded course section back there that's gonna come out on the end of the stump. Both these courses will meet up at the end right here and then carry on to the next section. But right now we have the junkyard, scrap yard, whichever we're gonna call it. It's pretty treacherous, boys. It is pretty treacherous. I tried to make it as aggressive as I could of what we had, and I think I nailed it. Yeah, I think I nailed it. Got some old beer cans found out here, and yeah, this is gonna be great. It's really gonna be something. Also, if anybody is concerned about me tearing down some little tree limbs and stuff like that, I planted a sapling. I don't have any bone meal. This isn't Minecraft, so we'll see how long it takes to grow, but I have planted a sapling. You know, to like help rebuild the forest after our endeavors, because we only, really didn't tear anything down but weeds. But, just in case there's that one person, I put a sapling down just for you. Yes, I have a haircut. We have my wedding next weekend. Very exciting. But in the meantime, we are still working on the RC course here. Brad has surprised us with a beautiful piece for the RC course, and I am so freaking excited about it. So I know we needed some extra scale detail to kind of set this course off and apart from other ones and kind of make the course just stand out, make it very unique. And I really wanted to add that scale realism, kind of like you're in a mini town almost. Brad knocked this one out of the park. Thank you so much, Brad. He's going to be making a few more products for us and a few more obstacles, and I'm very excited about it. Justin's also given his excavating expertise in here and helping us with all this, and we got Caitlin helping with all her ideas. Here she is, boys. Here is the bridge for the pond. Brad made this bad boy for us and designed it on the CAD and cut it with the CNC. It is awesome. We have been testing a little bit. He even did us a little angle right here to be able to get up on from our angle, and it is beautiful, guys. Brad knocked us out of the park. Brad, thank you so much, dude. This thing is going to be sick. While we're up here, though, in the body section of the shop, we're going to go ahead and stain this guy. I want to protect it. I don't want this thing to go anywhere. I don't want anything to happen to the wood or it start rotting. This is pretty gray, but it's working. All right, boys, I think that's a wrap on staining this bridge. It looks sick, dude. Look at that. Would you just look at it, dude? I was very skeptical because this stuff in the can, it was gray. Like, it's gray. Like, it was weird, but it's dark walnut, stain and poly. We're still going to clear over top of this just because I don't want to have any issues and I don't want anything to happen to this stuff, especially this cool thing right here. I do not want the weather to get to it, so we're going to go ahead and clear coat this once it dries. But look at that, guys. Look at how freaking sick that is. Brad, thank you so much, dude. This is awesome. So after the junkyard over here, our next step is going to be moving into the forest section. As you can see, the forest it's really forest, and these trees are growing a lot. We have a lot of vegetation growing. All of this stuff is kind of overgrowing again, which is really cool. I think it adds a lot of depth to the course. Kind of going to have to trim this down a little bit so that way we can see and people aren't getting into this stuff. Even though we sprayed a bunch of bug stuff over here, I still don't want like a bunch of people having to drive through trees and limbs. So once we get past this junkyard part, though, now we're leading into the forest. For the forest part, we're going to take a bunch of wood here, a bunch of logs, really just make a forest, make a, like an actual forest that you would be driving through, kind of give that depth to it, give some mud, give some different terrain in there. No sand, no rocks, none of that stuff, just a good old forest. It's going to be the next section of the course we're going to dive into. I think we're going to end this video here. This has been a lot of progress on the track. It has been a lot of stuff that we have done to... There's been a lot of changes, a lot of obstacles moved, a lot of stuff done, and I'm really excited with the progress. The slide is going to be sick. Next, we're going to lay some concrete on the slide, go ahead and get that thing locked in and down. I'm really excited to go ahead and get the fountain set up, get the water pump going, the pond liner in, and dude, it's just all coming together. I can't wait. We are coming in crunch time though. We are coming in a crunch time. Next week is going to be a lot of hustle and bustle. This week's kind of going to be off week. We're not really working a lot out here this week. I have my wedding Saturday, so that's super exciting. And I'm not really going to be a part of this. I'm just kind of diving into this a little bit while I still can in the last couple days. But from now forward, guys, I'm going to have to be diving into this wedding 110%. That's why the upload's kind of been a little slow. I do apologize, but thank you for watching them. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you liked it, leave me a like, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below about what obstacle you want to see on here that I may have left out, guys. And I thank you so much for watching this. Hope you have a beautiful day, morning, night, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, however you're watching this. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to show you what's next.